Hey everybody, DJ Porkchop hanging out with you tonight in my not so well lit shop. And that goes right on into number 8. Should I take advice from these people online? I'm online. I'm giving it to you right now. Here's the problem with people online and people in real life too. I call them they. See, I had a problem. I couldn't get out of bed for a good while. I couldn't go shopping with my wife no more. I couldn't even go hang out with the kids out at I had a nice 2 or 3 acre yard, big ass bonfire pit. I couldn't even go have a fire with my kids out in the backyard and have an adult beverage or nothing. I could look out the window. You know what I'm saying? But I kept hearing about this spinal cord stimulator and I just need to give it a try. You can actually try this medical device before you buy it. You can't do that with a hip or a knee replacement. You're going to buy it or you don't get it. So, see what I'm saying? But I kept getting online and looking and looking and looking, and I was not finding nobody with success stories. Nobody. There was no Joseph of Borg out there that tells you how good it worked for him. There was no me out there telling you how good it worked for me. And I didn't, and the countless people in Joe's groups and, you know, others I found, they weren't there. I kept finding all the bad, I don't want to call them bad people. You know what? These people, either they were sour because it just didn't work for them. And no, this does not work for everybody. It's not a miracle cure. By far, it is not a miracle cure. If you're looking for a miracle, don't get this because you're going to be really depressed. But or their insurance wouldn't pay for it, so now they're sour about it, and they're just going to badmouth it and badmouth it and badmouth. Oh, you don't want to get one of those. Don't get it, don't get it, don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They're stuck eating pills for the rest of their life and, you know, eating man-made heroin and whatever the case may be. There goes this video. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? I call that they. I was taking advice from they, and I wouldn't get this thing because they scared the holy hell out of me. You know, I was going to die. My kidneys were going to rot out from it. It was going to damage. My spleen was going to rupture. If you name it, it was going to happen to me if I got this thing done 2 years ago, and here I still sit right now. One day, man, I was ready to cash in my chips. I was ready to be done with it all. Done. I'm done. I'm simply done. I'm not going to wake up and feel like this no more. One way or the other, tomorrow, this is not going to happen. So I talked to my doc. I'm like, hey, let's talk about this SES stuff. Finally, my pain by far outweighed my fear. And I quit listening to they. And I got it. They can also scare the holy hell out of you by talking to you going back to the question of, does it hurt? Well, I told you it hurts like holy hell. It does. But 3 or 4 days later, 5 days later, after I got my implant, I was out here stripping apart a motor in a truck. It hurts, but it's not going to stop you from getting up and doing what you need to do. Hopefully. Some people it might. But you have to understand, too, that some people can't handle pain. If they poke their finger with a needle, they're going to go cry to their mom. They're going to go cry to their husband, their brother, their sister. Anybody who will listen to them, they love people to listen to them. That's what they're going to do. Oh, poor me. Pay attention to me. Or they just can't take pain, period, and they don't go cry about it. They just can't do it. And then there's others that got pounded into them when they were a kid. You do not show pain. You don't do it. Right? So there's some people too, I get it. Yeah, it hurts like holy hell, but, you know, no pain, no gain. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. It hurts. So be very careful about the advice you take from they. If somebody wants to go giving you advice on your programs and settings, no. No. You can take that, what they give you, and go talk to your rep about it and go, hey, I heard this. I got a fantastic program added to my remote control that Boston Scientific don't even talk about. There's one, they do programs, let's like low res, where you can, low frequency or whatever the freak it is, where you can feel it. You can feel the vibration. There's another one where it's so high that you cannot feel it. It's working, but you can't feel it. Well, I caught wind of one that's both. Well, I thought, well, how the hell can this work, man? Here goes they again. I went to my rep and I talked to him about it. Actually, I got two. I got a him and a her. When she's not available, he's available, and they're both fantastic people. I talked with him about it, and he's like, he said, Boston Scientific won't talk to you about that. He said, but we will. And he told me all about it, and he set this program up. I was like, damn, man, I'm glad I listened to they that time. You see where I'm going with that? So it's 6 in one, a half a dozen in the other. You get what you get out of listening to they. So it's a gamble. Charging rate and activity. How often do you charge? And how do you charge? My remote control, I don't use it. I don't use my remote control. I don't take it to the grocery store with me. I don't take it to Dollar General. I don't shut it off when I go through them stupid security scanners at Walmart. Quit doing that. Just go on about your day. The power in them things is so low. They're looking to pick up a little bitty magnetic strip that's taped to the inside of the product that you may or may not have just stole. It's not strong enough to... If you go to the hospital and they don't have a remote control on hand to shut your unit off, they get a great big giant magnet, thick, big magnet, and stick it to your implant. It takes a big magnet to shut that off. Them scanners, I'm long-winded, I apologize. My remote control, it sits in the drawer next to my bed. I get it out maybe once every couple weeks and take a look at my implant level, and then I put it right back. I have a setting that works really good for me, and that's where I leave it. I set it and forget it, just like the old Ronco rotisserie. So my remote control maybe get charged once every 2 months, maybe. I'm guessing. I just charged mine the other night for the first time, and probably since I went to New Orleans. I did the video whenever I went to New Orleans back, what was it, April? May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months. I didn't charge my remote for. That's crazy. Anyway, in my implant, how often I charge it? I got pretty lazy on my charging. I would let it go down into like the where it would warn me on my remote control, hey, stimulation very low. I would immediately shut it off whenever I get that message, because mine will go into like a hibernation mode, and when that happens, you have to wake it back up. It's like a John Deere battery. It'll go into hibernation mode, and you got to wake it up, and it's a pain in the ass. You had to put the charger on, let it go for a few hours, and then charge your charger. Let it cool off. It's gonna be hot by now. Put it back on, let it go for a while. Maybe it'll wake up, maybe it won't. Charge your charger again, put it back on again. You might be 6, 7, 8, 9 hours into waking it up now before you can start charging it. You see where I'm headed with this? This one here that I have, I try very hard not to. I've let it get that low twice on me. Once, and stupid me, was the day before I went in to get my spinal fusion done, my L5S1. And I really needed it charged for that, because they had to remove my stimulator and put it back in and reprogram it and everything for me. And one other time was just a fluke. So now, long story short, I make it a habit. If it needs it or not, I'll stick the charger to my back once every 2 weeks. I'll walk around the house, load the dishwasher, mess around with the dogs, do whatever I need to do. Sit around, fire up the old plate. If for some, I'm a diabetic, and a lot of times I don't get rid of water like I should, and I'll puff up a little bit. When that happens, it's hard for me to get a good location on the implant sometimes, and if I walk around the house, it'll constantly lose contact, and it'll beep, 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 beep at me, which means it's not charging. So I'll have to sit in a chair, put a little pillow behind me, because otherwise it'll pop off, because I don't wear that belt. And I'll just sit there and play my PS4 or something. Jump on and play Days Gone or GTA 5 or RDR2 or something. Just play something. and charge it on up. Take me a few hours and pop it off, and off I go for another couple weeks. So that's my habit now, every couple weeks. And last question, I'm going to shut this long video down. I apologize for it taking so long. What could you do pre versus post surgery? I done covered what I could do pre. Nothing. I went for a Social Security hearing once, and the judge said, you could do nothing? I was like, yeah, pretty much nothing. He said, well, then tell me how you got yourself here today. Like, what a jack off, man. My wife brought me. That was my answer. My wife brought me. How'd you get in the building? See, I walked in the building in sheer pain and freaking agony is how I got in the goddamn building. You know, nothing. I essentially pretty much could do nothing. There were days that I forced myself to do something, and it was so bad. There were some days it was so bad I could get up out of bed to go to the restroom or something. My bedroom's real small. My house is real small. Get out of bed, take a step, and puke. When the pain is so bad you puke, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? That's bad. What can I do now? I could drive a car again. Go back to the sex life thing. I can ride stationary bikes. I don't trust myself riding a regular one because I just don't want to fall and undo everything in my back that's been done to help me so far. I ride total fit bikes at the hospital in the cardiopulmonary rehab department. I pay them a little fee. It's like a gym membership fee basically to use their equipment, and off I go. I could ride them total fit bikes where you use your arms and pedal with your legs. I ride them things for miles and miles and miles and miles. I prefer, and it's hard for me to say, but I prefer to actually get up on a treadmill, which I would have never said that in a million years prior to. I can get on a treadmill. When I first started, I could get on a treadmill and go for 10 minutes and cool down for 2 minutes. I can easily get on a treadmill now and hour and a half, you know what I'm saying, hour and 45 minutes, until I get bored. I just get so bored I'm done. I'm done. I come out to the garage here, I sit at my bench. I like to work on my own firearms. Disclaimer, my own firearms. I listen to music. I have my kids over, and one kid lives here, and the other one, her and her boyfriend come over, and other people come over, and we have cookouts. I got smokers, I got my grill, the little smoky Joe, I got my Weber. We throw down, we have a good time. I don't recover like I used to, but we have a good time. I can do all that. I mean, does that mean you're going to be able to? I'm not saying that. Once again, this one question I didn't put on here, does this work for everybody? No, it don't. It might not for you. What I can do, you might not be able to. You might get away with having no sciatic pain or some nerve pain no more, and that could be a bonus for you while you're laying in bed because your back's so jacked up you can't do nothing else. But nonetheless, that nerve pain's gone. That might be a scorer in your book. So, I mean, who am I to say that's a failure? You know what I'm saying? That if that were me, that'd be a score because nerve pain sucks. I'm going to go ahead and shut up and get out of here. This video is long. I've got some more questions written down. I got a nice stack of papers here. I'm not going to carry this one on any longer. I'll probably cut a part B video and premiere it to have to come out in a few days or something. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shut up. My dog's out there giving somebody words of wit you can probably hear. Do me a favor. Hit the like button if you like this video. If somebody you know may like it, hit it. I'm being told if people will hit that like video, YouTube will catch notice of them too and start recommending them. I don't have a big glitzy production behind me and fancy lights, which I'm working on. I promise you I'm working on. Soon. Real soon, a couple more weeks. I don't have all the fancy intros and the music and no, not like that, but that's cool. We're all here. We're not here for all that. We're here to get the info to each other. And with that, drop a comment below. Any questions you might have, any comments you want to add, anything I said you're like, you're full of shit. Well, call me out on it. I don't care. We'll talk about it. Be cool about it. I got all inappropriate comments shut off. They'll get flagged and put up for review. If it's cool, I'll let it go. But you know, if it's downright stupid, it won't fly. But yeah, talk about it below, man. That's why I do these videos, man, so we can all talk about it. Go do that. Smash the like button. Just don't break your screen doing it. Go check out Joseph Borg's group. Fantastic group. Cool people there. Don't be afraid to make your own damn videos. Don't be afraid. Put them up. You don't gotta have a glitzy background. Look at me. I'm sitting in a garage. This garage is built almost 70 years ago. I'm sitting in a friggin' garage. Old. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the word. There needs to be more of us out there to get the word out. So everyone knows, you know, like me listening today, I needed to know that I wasn't by myself. And there was no one there to tell me that I wasn't by myself. So I suffered for a long time. But anyway, with that, hit the like, subscribe, share button, all that good jazz. I'm going to get out of here, and I appreciate all 5 of my viewers checking me out tonight. We'll catch y'all later.